Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here today. We're going to be finally talking about the 5 top things you need to do really well in law school, and I cannot wait to go through them with you so we can all do really well. Grab your cup of tea, grab a coffee, grab some water, grab whatever you like, and let's get into the video. Number 1, make sure you're doing your readings before you go into class and first term. You typically will have access to all your courses materials, so all the readings, the textbook you need to be buying, or you could be getting from the library. So make sure you have all that prepared for yourself. So let's say first class is starting on Monday, you have Saturday and Sunday to prepare. So use Saturday and Sunday, take a few hours from each day and go through the 4 recommended readings. So I'm sure there's going to be 4 pieces of work that you need to be reading for class, and take one article, either print it out or scan it from the book, do what you need to do, and highlight the areas where you feel like you need a little more clarity, or you just, you know, have a few questions about. So when you go into class, you have that prepared and ready to get the information that you need. Never ever feel like you have a stupid question. Never feel shy about that, because you're there to learn and you're there to really gain what you can so you can do well on your exams. Number 2, taking notes. Taking notes is one of the most important things you can ever do when you're in class. So typically what you do is there are 2 methods. I feel some people, so there's one person who is kind of like me, who'll have the PowerPoint presentation on their laptop and open the notes section of the PowerPoint presentation and kind of fill that in as the tutor is speaking. We call them tutors here in England, but they could be a professor, a lecturer. So you fill that part in, so that way you know those notes are specific to that slide. If you are not a tech savvy, don't like laptops, just don't feel comfortable writing notes on laptop, you like pen and paper, in law school it's a little tougher because the lecturer is speaking really fast. So I suggest recording them if you can. So ask their permission to record their lecture while you're sitting in class. So they'll just put your phone on the desk in front of them, and yeah, so you'll have that information for you handy, so whenever you need to go back to it, you can play it at home and then revise your notes and fill in the blanks where you've missed a couple of notes. So what you do is pull out your piece of paper, your pen, make sure it's an organized binder so that way you do not lose any of the paper. That's one thing I don't like about paper is that you'll tend to lose it. So keep it in a really organized binder so you won't lose anything. What you can do is print out the slides of the PowerPoint presentation. Typically the lecturer will post it online before class. So you can print it out, have them in little squares, and then the sides will be the note section, and that's where you can fill out the notes for that particular slide. So that way you'll always be well organized and understand where that information is coming from. Number 3, make as many friends as you can in your classes. That's so important, because if you're sick one day and you cannot come into class and that class was really important, you needed the notes, you should be able to contact your friend and have them send over their notes if they want to. Some people do not like to share, and you'll find that a lot in law school. A lot of people don't like to share, but there are going to be a couple people who are very open, very nice, very kind. There's nothing wrong with not sharing. It's just that if everyone didn't share, then we would all be in a pickle, because that one person who didn't share and was sick for a whole week, who are they going to rely on? They're going to need somebody. So I think it's really important to make as many friends as you can, to not just take notes from, but also to socialize. And when you have your time off in that break, you need to be able to communicate and talk things out. Also, these friends, if they're in your classes, you can have group study sessions. So sometimes they don't work out, but you have to be very, very focused on these study sessions, and you can bounce off ideas and get clarity from a classmate. That's really important. And so definitely make some friends. Typically what happens is that you can't just make one friend, you need to make more than one, because if that individual is also sick, then you're both left in a little pickle with no notes. So make sure you have a couple of people on your call display. If you want to do well in law school, number 4 is really important. You got to do some extracurricular activities. So for example, I'm sure there's a department in your school that runs a blog, a law blog. So I suggest maybe if you like to write, ask to join, ask to become a part of the organization, write up some blogs that will help you with your communication and your writing skills, and it helps you develop more clarity about a specific law maybe that you don't understand. So if you do a lot of research, you become an expert in that little topic. So if it is about negligence, causation, and you want to write about that, you can write about a case specifically, and your criticisms or other people's criticisms about that specific law. So that's really, really good information for you. Finally, the last thing you need to do well in law school is all about the mindset, guys. All about the mindset. If you go into class feeling like it's going to be a dooming, crazy, horrific thing, then you aren't going to do very well. But if you go in knowing that it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge, something that you are passionate about, something that you know that's going to take you places, then you will do well. Rely on people when you need to rely on them, but also take advantage of the strength that you have inside of you. I think it's really important to understand that you are strong and you can do this. So when you start class, make sure that you have that mindset of strength, durability, passion, fun. I mean, it's law school. You're going to be gaining so much experience, so much knowledge, and you'll be able to conquer anything. So just remember that. I just wish I had someone who told me that law school wasn't going to be insane. I know I said in my first video that there are two of my friends who did the exact same thing, came to the UK to do their law degree. But when you're in it, you kind of forget that other people are doing it too. Make sure you build a little community for yourself for support, especially if you're an international student. It's nice to be able to have people around you that you can rely on and that they can rely on you as well. So that way you don't feel any loneliness. I mean, you'll always have people around you and lecturers that you could communicate with. Most of them should be in that position of help, so make sure you take advantage of that. That's what they're there for. If you guys have any questions or need any help about law school, please let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel so we can have more videos like this about, you know, conquering the world and conquering your passion and what you want to do. And so I would love to hear from you guys. So I hope you have a great, great, great day.